we're going to have a look at what the liver does with what's coming out of your body. And all of us, it's inevitable living on planet Earth today, have environmental poisons in our body. But I thank God that He has given us the liver that is able to manage and deal with them. At Misty Mountain Health Retreat, our guests come in on Sunday, they have a lunch on Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday, they do a fast. And this is mostly vegetable with a little bit of fruit juices every couple of hours. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to describe to you what happens when a person goes on a fast. So when a person goes on a fast, even though we're giving them fresh vegetables with a little fruit every 2 hours, so they have 5 a day, they have 8, 10, 12, 2 and 4, and then at 6 o'clock at night we serve a broth. And I did talk about the broth and the stinging nettle in the broth. So we're giving them a lot of nourishment. In fact, we say to our guests, you couldn't eat in a day what we put into your juices. So it's high nourishment. But it's still not enough. And so what happens is the liver starts breaking down the fat stores. Starts breaking down the fat stores to give the glucose that the body needs to run on. But do you remember what I said in the first lecture, what's stored in the fat stores? Environmental poisons. And that's why when someone goes on a fast, often their breath is not very nice, their body odour can be a little strong, what they're leaving in the toilet can be very strong, because their body's starting to break down those fat stores. And those fat stores that release the environmental poisons are in a fat-soluble state. So most poisons are in a fat-soluble state. And the body cannot release it as a fat-soluble toxin. The liver has to break it down into a water-soluble state. And as a water-soluble state, it can be easily urinated out, sweated out, come out via the colon. So what I'm going to describe to you now is the 3 phases of the liver detox. This information has only been known since about 2010. So phase 1 basically begins probably within about 24 hours of no food entering the stomach. So we give our guests their main meal at 1:30. So by midday the next day, which is Monday,